What is up, YouTube? Just got some gas and didn't realize I wasn't recording because I like triple pressed the camera record button by accident. So I was talking about the AIS pair system. AIS is short for air injection system. It feeds air into your exhaust system when you're not on the throttle to help burn off excess fumes. So it's totally an emissions thing, and it causes pops and bangs that people like so much. The other thing that causes the pops and bangs is the ignition timing on a tune. But I believe you need that AIS intact to get that. I could be wrong, but it seems like you need that. So all these people with pops and bangs, that's kind of not good for your system, especially if you have a tune. If you have a tune, you want to disable that system. You don't want flames shooting out of your exhaust. Well, I mean, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I've seen MotoGP riders with the flames shooting out of the exhaust, so I'm not quite sure about that one. But I know that it causes excess heat in the exhaust system, and according to two-wheel DynoWorks Nate, in his YouTube videos, he says if you don't disable it, you're adding more heat into your system, and you're more susceptible to burning up your exhaust valves. So it's not good from an engine health standpoint. It's easy to disable, and you don't really need a lot of mechanical knowledge. Just if you can change your own oil, if you can change your own oil, you can do it. All you gotta do is open up the tank or remove the tank and take your air box off. And it's usually attached in the front where it would come down to your exhaust system. So you can either block this hose off of the system with a marble, or you can just remove the whole system and get block off plates. I have the Rox block off plates. You gotta make sure to remove the reed valves when you take off that system. There's two ports for the system, and they have reed valves to prevent exhaust from coming back up through the system. You need to just remove those, and if you don't, the screws that hold them in will prevent the block-off plates from closing and sealing. And I made that mistake, and luckily I babied my bike so much that, you know, it probably didn't cause too many problems. We got a lot of wind today. And it's nice and sunny, but the wind, because there's a storm coming up. So, it's probably going to be windy out of course. I'll try to fix it post-production, and I positioned the mic in a different spot so it might not get as much wind, and I have it negative 30 decibels on my Rode wireless, so it's probably going to be crackly and whatnot because I'm still on the purple Panda. I ordered a used Rode Lavier Plus. So I hope, you know, I read a lot of reviews or watched a lot of YouTube videos on it, and you know, there's mixed reviews on the Purple Panda. It's a basic thing, and it's probably not the best for what I want it for. So I ordered that open boxed Lavier from Rode, and we'll see how that goes. I have the Rode, one of the Rode transmitters, and with the dead cat on it, in the pocket, my backpack, in the case. So last time I tried just putting it in my pocket, and that didn't work too well. I also had the low sensitivity function off, so now I have it on, and hopefully that improves a lot. On the Purple Panda, I have the not only the dead cat on, but I have the foam pad thing on too. I put the foam pad thing on first, and then I put the dead cat on second at -30 decibels. I'm not sure if that's actually applies if you're doing onboard recording on the transmitter. So we'll see. Kind of behind, so I'm gonna filter. On my way to work, so the first half of the ride wasn't recorded. Missed all the twisties. I talked about lane positioning last time, and it's super important to know lane positioning as a new rider. You want to position yourself so you're more visible to people. You know, if you're coming up and there's a on your right, like right here, there's people coming out, you want to make yourself more visible, so you want to stay in the left portion of the lane, make yourself more visible. Which kind of lines up with the racing lines. So I mean, as long as you're see these people, I mean, you just want to make sure that, you know, you don't assume they're going to see you or anything. So just make sure you're visible by people. You know, don't try to hide. And be aware, you know, the more aware you are of your surroundings, the more fun you can have, because the more safe you'll be. And you can see this guy coming up. I'm going to have an escape, you know, option if I need to. And that's the, you know, it's, you either hang behind traffic or go in front. You know, don't, you know, be in the middle of it. Just ride like, you know, your own ride and everything, and be careful. The more time you get going slow, the more, you know, you can be good at going fast. Alright guys, see you in the next one. Alright, let's do this. Just got off work and heading home through the twisties. Let's get. Got some Lamb of God on. Haven't listened to them since high school. Well, I mean I have, but you know, not really consistently. So it's nice to have something fresh. And I have no idea what I was going to talk about. Think about all the time what I'm going to talk about, but right now it's just drawing blanks. Yeah, that lady was kind of sharp on her turn, but you know, most people don't know what they're doing, so it's all good. Gotta watch out for those the white parts. They're really slippery. Lane positioning right now. So, just making sure they can see me. Got my escape options. Making sure everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing. And having some fun. I feel nice and fresh from my 12-hour slumber. Ready to go home and have a sweet meal. Courtesy my wife. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful mountains. And beautiful bikes too. You can have both, believe it or not. She just sounds so sweet. I don't care what anyone said about Suzuki. They're the OGs. They started with two-stroke dominance and still dominate with the 750. 750 was the game changer. And I do apologize, it's a little bit windy. Minor turbulence. But why would you have it any other way? Lane positioning, stop for elk on the road. So we just want to remain as visible as possible. Got my high beams on. I was always taught, so I started with the 750, I think it was a 750 Honda Shadow, which is kind of like a cruiser. And it was my dad's bike. We took lots of trips on that, which is a major part of my childhood. I remember being on the back with the sissy bar or whatever, the backrest, and we just go, which is so paramount. If you want to build character in your children, you need to get them out, experience some life. Show them what it's all about. Still kind of having trouble with this thing. There we go. Remember playing Pokemon on the back of my dad's Honda Shadow on long trips. Nice and smooth. Just the way a Mind Force should be. take control of the road. And at the same time, be courteous to people, be visible. Afford them the same thing, afford them the same authority. And have fun. Cannot emphasize that enough. And be safe too. As we know, safety, being safe is fun. If you're not feeling safe, you're not having fun. It takes a while to get used to it. Alright, someone got an Iron Man sticker. Never done an Iron Man, but I've done consecutive 2-week bout of 100-mile bike rides every other day. And then I finished it off with a so if you don't know what earth runners are, they're like a thin sandal with like copper plugs in them, but they're thin, right? So I finished it off with a 30-mile run walk around the rolling hills of Vista, California, solo, and I was good after that. I never really had the desire to eat that many gels or whatever for an Ironman. So it just doesn't appeal to me. Like after like a training run is like if I'm like training for the altitude, or training for going up hills, mountain trail running with lots of elevation gain. I was doing half marathons, 13 miles, with about 3,000 feet of gain solo. I mean, I'm good. I do not want to eat that many gels or Cliff Bars in one sitting. I'm more for like ultra marathoning, where you just like go from station to station, and there's people there, and they're cheering you on and stuff. It's cool, sandwiches and whatnot, and that's really fun. I've yet to do all my stuff's been solo and me against myself, so not really into racing other people, even though I was top 10 in my age group for the area I was in, California. I trained a lot. I put all my effort into it. So I'm looking to get back into that again, and luckily fitness, which is priority whenever you're doing any type of sport, whether it's motorsport or like physical sport. Well, it's all physical, right? So sport. Fitness reigns king, so it all transfers both ways. If you got good fitness, you're gonna go far if you try to do other things, whether it's school or whatever. Fitness is where it's at. Fitness should be the foundation of anyone's life. If you're growing up, as a child, and you're sitting around 8 hours a day, you're probably not going to be happy. You're probably going to be dreading it, unless you're beaten into submission, like quote-unquote authority, and you learn how to be a good slave, or a good, good robot, good brick in the wall, and you get rewarded for that. Which is, it's okay. I mean, but the way it's being done is quite sinister, if you ask me. So this is sweet. We just get to cruise and whatnot. That's another reason why motorcycles are awesome, because you're exposed to the elements and you're having your body moves way back and forth. You're not just stuck in a bucket, in a cage, which is sweet. Yeah, if you're sitting down 8 hours a day or whatever, a 30-minute hour PE session, like, that's stupid. I mean, it can work, but most kids don't really like that. Like, during PE, they're like gonna go do drugs or some shit, like we did in high school. Like, snuck to the bathroom to like do a hit of pot. Yeah, I got a lot of good stories with that, but I don't do that anymore. So we have a child on the way, and it's nice to be clear too. I find it's gratifying. When I trained, I did end up going doing edibles and stuff, but it was very minor. Like it was minimal. Like I just would have a bite of a Rice Krispie or something, like just a little bit, just to get, and not every day too. So when I did do it, it was like, it felt good, it felt energizing, it felt introspective. I could meditate with that. It would help me with my fitness journey, and that's positive. The poison is the dosage, right? So you can be a pothead and just, it's all introspective and spiritual and stuff, but it's too much. It's not in balance. There's a certain point where you just need to be moderate with it, and use it as a tool rather than an escape. Just like motorcycling. Just making sure everyone can see me, and I can stop in time if some kid or whatever, some animal comes out. If you're growing up and your foundation is fitness and whatnot, that means that your brain development, your hormone levels, your development of physical, biological development is going to be that much better if you base your formative years, you're growing up, on something that's pumping blood to all your tissues. If you get where I'm going at. There was a MotoVlogger by the name of Keem. I think it's a female I don't know if it's a MotoVlogger or whatever. But I watched a video today. She got a wrap on her motorcycle, and then she had a plug in there for a treadmill, and she said, oh yeah, fitness, make sure you're fit, because that makes you're more alert, you're more, you can do more, you can feel more, you can see more, you can hear more, your senses are in tune. You want high performance from a motorcycle, yes, that's sweet. Show off your SK1000 or whatever. But excuse me. If you pair that with fitness, imagine what else you could do. How much better you could be. How much more in tune with your bike you can be. How much more fun you can have. How much more safe you feel. How much you can grow. Shoutouts to Morgan, whoever that guy is. He's bringing up every time I go on the twisties, having hell of fun. So watch out for this bump. You gotta know your track, you gotta know what's upstream, what's downstream. From what I know about proper lane positioning, ride positioning, you want to enter either through it and maintain. You want to maintain through the corner and then come out of it. And be smooth. Slow down, even if you don't think anyone's there. Make sure people can see me if they're around the corner. Might be someone trying to pull out. It's very selfish of some of these YouTubers, these bike tubers. If, you know, not a close course and everything, if they're just ripping around no matter, like, you know, they're not paying any mind to other people, it's pretty selfish. Like, you really don't know what's up ahead. That's why the track is so important. You know, you can do that at the track. You know the road conditions. There's not going to be any gravel or sand or whatever on the road. There's no animals. You know, I mean, there might be, but you're less likely to have an incident on the track. But that's kind of where, you know, those people who are, well, I'll just say it. I saw the latest video on all the influencers going to a track, and there is tons of crashes, to say the least. Lots of unnecessary ego flaring and, oh, look at my V4 and whatnot. That's not really what motorcycles are for. What motorcycling is about. And if you're trying to be like MotoGP or whatever, those people have trained since birth, practically. So it's, you know, it's in their blood. And I want to pass this person. Just gonna make sure that it's safe. I'm probably gonna run out of road. It's alright, you know, everything's happened for a reason. You just enjoy what you got. Just pick up the subtleties of life, of the surroundings. Don't get too caught up in your ego. You know, other people are trying to enjoy themselves too. Yep. I know I could pass this person, but I'm just not in the mood right now. It's cold. Your muscles don't work as well as when they're cold, believe it or not. Yep, line corner. Yep, there's someone coming up, so. Gotta do some trail braking there. Gotta get more practice in. It is cold, so I'm not trying to lean too crazy. Just trying to have fun. Feel safe. Load that front. Yeah. The brakes are really good since changing to performance pads. So I'm kind of. It's like I expect less out of them, but no, they're solid. I could really just get in there and squeeze that thing. Alright, so we're coming up on 25, coming up on the 25-mile-an-hour area, and there's a parking area, so you know, like most of these YouTubers, yes, they're doing stupid shit on the road, on public roads, but if you know the road, you know the turns, you know the expected traffic, you're more willing to take risks. You know, not to say that everything's not a risk, because it is kind of. This is depending on your attitude. Your attitude, you know, are we taking risks, or are we being positive and trying to grow and learn, gain wisdom? Because it's your perspective that really dictates, you know, what's going on. So yeah, I can't wait till summertime. I think there's going to be a lot more presence. I love cruising through little areas like this, and when there's people, you know, just having a good time outside, or looking around and going to places they want to go and enjoy themselves. I think it's really fun. You know, when people don't go in the, you know, if they're going slow, or they're going to stay in the lane or whatever. And I don't do it for the longest time, so that's Yeah, last time my foot band it flung off the reservoir, the brake reservoir. So I have another one. I'm gonna zip tie it this time so it don't go anywhere. Yay! We're having fun. Woo! I feel comfortable at this speed. I don't know. If I can see, I'm safe. You know, I'm safe. And you know, I'm safe. I know I can go faster safely. Can't see any headlights up ahead. There you go. Yeah. Second, I knew it. I knew it.